You are welcome to another Microsoft Excel tutorials, and in today's Excel tutorials we are going to learn how to convert our normal data range in Excel into an official Excel table. Microsoft Excel can be used to analyze vast amounts of data, and one of the best features in this Excel tutorials is by changing our data range, that is our normal data range, into an official Excel table. Excel table is a very useful feature for Excel users in this special program. They serve as containers for our data, which help Excel users to maintain and also organize their data in this special program, which is known as a spreadsheet. Now, when dealing with Excel tables, as an Excel user, you have to make sure your data has header rows, and also there are no availability of empty rows and columns. If you have empty rows and columns in your data range, it might cause failure of conversion from a data range into an Excel table. So always you have to make sure your data are relatively connected so that the conversion of your range into an Excel table can be successfully manipulated. In this video, we are going to learn 4 different ways to convert our normal data range into an Excel official table. So let's jump right in and see how to perform this operation. In this workbook, you can see that I have this worksheet available. I have some practical test exams which was conducted by me among these students I have in the class, and they partake in test 1, test 2, test 3, and this is a normal data range. Therefore, I want to convert this into an official Excel table. So the first way to convert your data range into an official table is to move to your menu bar, and we have this home tab here, and this home tab has this ribbon, this beautiful ribbon, and when you come to the styles group, we have this option as format as table, and when you click on it, you get this drop down list which is a table style that is going to help to apply this to your range so that you can have the conversion to an Excel table. Now you have all these table styles here, and you can choose your preferred style which is going to apply to your data range, and I'm going to choose this option. And when you do so, you have this beautiful dialog box that says format as table, and it asks you where is the data for your table. Therefore, you can see that this running border has selected all these cells which has a data. Therefore, I want to ignore this header, and I'm going to select from the column header name to the last cell under the total marks. Therefore, I'm going to click and drag to select this. And when you have a very little data in your worksheet, you can use your mouse to do so. But when you have a much data in your worksheet, you can use your simple keyboard shortcut to get all this done very quickly. So when you select the first cell, you can hold Control key and the Shift key plus the right arrow key to select the first row. And you can see that the first row is selected. Then we use the Control key and the Shift key plus the down arrow key to select the remaining data. And now my data range is selected. Therefore, I can click on OK to confirm this create table option. And now you can see that this has been converted into an official Excel table. What signifies that this is an Excel table? When you move to the menu bar, you can see we have this additional tab that is table design, and this is known as contextual tab. And if I click outside this table, this additional tab is going to vanish from the menu bar, and when you select any data within this table, you are going to bring back the additional tab. So this is what signifies that this is an Excel table. Now let's undo and look at the second way to convert your data range into an official Excel table. Now the second way to convert your range into an official Excel table is to select any data within your range. Then when you move to the menu bar, we have this insert tab. Let's have a once click on it, and the first group is tables group, and we have this option as table. And when you left click, This is also going to bring out this dialog box, and it says where is the data for your table, and we can use our mouse to select, or the keyboard. So I'm going to click and select this range, then you click on OK, and this will also convert your data range into an official Excel table. Let's undo and let's check the third way to convert your range into an Excel table. So to do this, select any data in your range, and this time around we are going to use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+T on the keyboard, and this will also bring out this beautiful dialog box, and this also asks you for your data source. So you can select your range, then you click on OK, and this will also turn your range into an official Excel table. And the last method, which is the fourth method, is to select any data in your range, then you use your keyboard shortcut Ctrl+L on the keyboard, and this will also bring out this beautiful dialog box. You select your range, then you click on OK, and this will also convert your data range into an Excel table. Now when you have your data created, by default you have a table name, and when I move to the table design tab, in the first group we have properties, and this is the name given to this table, and you can change the name to your desire or your preferred name. And the table name should be very descriptive and also a very short name. The table name should be unique, and you can use numbers, letters, and also underscore character. No spaces is provided within the table name, and also you should not allow any other special character apart from the underscore character. A table must begin with a letter or the underscore, but not a number. A table can have a maximum character of 255. Therefore, looking at this name, it is table 12. You can change this to your desired name. So I'm going to make it very simple and very descriptive. So I have this as Jonas underscore table. So you make sure there are no space between your table name. If you want to have space between your table name, then you have to provide an underscore between the text. Therefore, I hit the enter key, and this is going to save the name for this particular table. If I select outside the table, we have this additional tab, vanish from the menu bar, and when you select any of this range, we have the table design, and this is the name saved for our table. And that is a quick way of converting your data range into an Excel table. Now let's look at the 8 reasons why we should have our data range converted into an Excel table. Now the first reason is always our headers are available. Now when you check this Excel table, you can see that we have these headers which has data beneath them, and these headers are always available. And if you could remember, when we were converting the range, it asks you, do your table has headers? And that shows that these text that we have here as our column headers are our table headers. Therefore, in Excel table, always your headers are available. The second reason why you should have your range into an Excel table is you have a quick way of formatting your table with the table styles under the table design tab. Now, when I select this data within this table, and on the menu bar we have this table design, and we have this table styles group, and when you click on the drop down arrow, this gives you a vast variety of table designs, and when you hover your mouse pointer of any this design, you get the preview in this worksheet. And looking at the design, you choose the one that you prefer, and you left click, and that is going to apply to your Excel table. So this is the second reason why you should have your data range into an Excel table, which can help you to apply table styles to your table. Now let's move to the third reason why we should have an Excel table. In Excel table, you have automatic naming when doing calculations, and the table names appear automatically. Therefore, when you look at this table, we have this test 1, test 2, and test 3. if we want to have the total marks of these three tests in this cell, what we do is to select the cell and type equal to sign. Therefore, if I select this cell, we have this automatic table name given to this cell. Why? Because this cell is below the column header test 1, and since this is an official Excel table, it has all these symbols, which is the brackets and the @ sign, and we have the column header. Therefore, this is the automatic name given to this cell. And when you want to add, you bring your plus sign, you select this cell, and you can see that we have the automatic name appearing plus this cell. So we have all these column headers shown in this formula, and which shows that these are names in your official Excel table. So this is the third reason why you should have your data range converted into an Excel table. Now, the fourth reason why you should have your data range into an Excel table is it provides autofill option. And what is autofill option? When you have a calculation being manipulated in Excel table, automatically it autofills the remaining cells with the formula. Now that we have this formula in E3, and this is the formula that we have based on these three tests that we have. If I hit the enter key on the keyboard, this gives me the first total marks and also automatically fill the remaining cells with the total marks. And this is very simple to perform in Excel table. If you have a range and you calculate for the first total marks, you have to use your fill handle or your flash fill to get the remaining data for the remaining cells in your worksheet. But when it comes to Excel table, it's provide easy way of getting your total marks using the autofill option in Excel table. And that is also a reason why you should have your data range converted into an Excel table. The fifth reason why you should have an Excel table is that in Excel table, automatically filter controls are added to your table headers. When you look at this table, we have these headers here, which are name, test 1, test 2, test 3, and total marks. And beside all this name, we have these drop down arrows here, and these are called filter controls. Therefore, this will help you to filter your table based on your requirements or based on whatever option that you want to use to filter your table. Therefore, if I click on this filter control beside the total marks, and you get this option, now all these data are selected, and if I deselect this and I want to filter by 92 and 95, when you click on OK, this is going to filter your data based on the option that we chose in the filter option. Therefore, this gives you the opportunity to filter your data based on your requirements. So this is the fifth reason why you should have Excel table in your worksheet. You are going to have these filter controls applied to your column headers. The sixth reason why you should have Excel tables in your worksheet, it gives you the opportunity to manipulate your data by sorting them in ascending or descending order. Therefore, if I choose any of this filter option, we have this option as sort smallest to largest and also sort largest to smallest. So if I choose this option, now you can see that my table has been sorted out based on the option that I chose. And you can see now we have student 1, 2, 3, and this was sorted out based on smallest to largest. That is, I use this test 1 to have that sorting option. If I go to the total marks filter control, I can also sort by largest to smallest. And you can see that now we have 98, 95, 94, and this Excel table gives you the opportunity to sort out your data in your worksheet. So this is also another reason why you should have your range converted into an Excel table. Now let's move to the seventh reason why we should have Excel table in our worksheet. Now in Excel table, you can easily add total row to your table, and this option can be found under the table design, and we have this option as total row. And when you left click, this is going to give you the total row of all these total marks that we have here. Therefore, if you are using data range and you want to get the total for all these total marks, you have to select and apply your sum function or use your cell references to add all this data. But Excel table can make it very simple for you by just selecting the total row under the table design, and that is going to calculate for the total for all these marks that you have under the total marks. So this is also another reason why you should have your range converted into an Excel table. And the last reason, which is the eighth reason why you should have Excel table in your spreadsheet, is that it can also enable you to easily create charts and add pivot tables, which will dynamically change based on your data in your Excel table. Now, if I select any data in this Excel table and I move to insert, in the tables group we can choose pivot table, and you can easily create a pivot table out of this Excel table. And in this dialog box, it says choose the data that you want to analyze. And now currently this is the data selected. You can select based on your requirements if you want to select all the data or part of the data, and I'm going to select all this. And the second option says that use an external data source. We are not going to choose this one because this is the current source that we want. And it says choose where you want the pivot report to be placed. I'm going to select existing worksheet and click on OK. And this pivot table fields will be provided for you to apply your pivot table analysis in this worksheet. So this is another reason why you should have your data range converted into an Excel table. So in this video, we've learned much how to convert our range into an Excel table in 4 different ways, and also 8 reasons why you should have this done in your worksheet. And I hope this video was helpful. Please give it a like. I want to see your comments, and I'll be ever ready to reply you, and I shall see you in the next video.